Day 97. Israelis today find themselves struggling on two fronts, the international arena and how to move forward with the 2024 national budget. Today, the International Court of Justice opened its hearings on the case brought against Israel by South Africa that we are perpetrating genocide on the Palestinian people in Gaza. Israel decided to respond to the case and has chosen British lawyer Malcolm Shaw to represent it. Shaw is considered one of the world's leading experts on international law and has appeared before the ICJ in the past. Prime Minister Netanyahu appointed Justice Aaron Barak as its representative on the panel of 17 judges. He was sworn in today and recited an oath that he would judge apolitically and in accordance with international law. His appointment was not without controversy. Justice Barak has been one of the most vocal and articulate opponents of the government's planned overhaul of the judicial system. Many government members, including Likud MKs, felt that it was not appropriate to have him represent Israel. Netanyahu explained that he was Israel's greatest expert in international law and its most experienced judge. Also, as a child Holocaust survivor, he is best equipped to respond to charges of genocide. Israel needed to make a quick appointment, and Barak was the obvious choice. The 8-member South African legal team alleged that the widespread deaths of Palestinian civilians and the severely restricted access in Gaza to food, water and medical treatment, combined with the inflammatory comments by government members, amounted to genocide of the Palestinian people. While the case is undoubtedly politically motivated and far from reality, Israelis have been shocked to discover that they have provided South Africa with much of her testimony. Statements by extreme right-wing members of Benjamin Netanyahu's government coalition that it would be justified to decimate Gaza or cleanse the population have been brought as evidence of the true intention of Israel for going to war. No mention was made of the fact that those extreme and ill-considered statements were made in reaction to the horrific acts perpetrated by Hamas on October 7th. South Africa used videos and other recordings on social media sent from soldiers fighting in Gaza. In many cases, their commanders were encouraging them to engage in fierce battle, and the soldiers responded with exuberant patriotism. In other videos, soldiers were seen rejoicing at the destruction of a site. No context was offered, and there was no attempt to prove that the examples cited represented the overall atmosphere among soldiers of the IDF. While the hearing got underway, families of hostages in Gaza were also in The Hague, explaining to the media and the public the absurdity of their country being charged with genocide when Hamas was still perpetrating an uncontested war crime of holding civilians, including the elderly and children, as hostage and denying the International Red Cross access to civilians and soldiers it is holding. One of the parents there spoke on the radio, describing his gratitude that he had experienced a warm and compassionate reception. However, a few meters away from the pro-Israel rally, an anti-Israel rally also attracted a large and vocal crowd. While all of this was happening, Israel bank officials, along with Likud ministers, were highly critical of proposed cuts to the budgets of essential areas such as health and education for the 2024 budget. Details next week. This is Peter Jones-Pellach reporting for NCWA, Australia.